Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Living Solo, Living Well, and I'm Kat. And today's topic is something I've been dealing with for a few months now, and I'm a little concerned about it. So I'm going to go into some history and then I'll touch on what the topic is. So about probably 4 years ago or so, I had COVID. I've had it 3 times already, and I have asthma, so it tends to get really, things get really bad when you get an infection, especially anything that has to do with the lungs. So I had COVID 3 times. The first time was 2 weeks of pure hell, and the second time was 2 days of chills and extreme fatigue. So the third time I had it was about a year and a half ago, and I just couldn't breathe. I didn't have fatigue. I did not have sore throat. I didn't have any other symptoms other than I just couldn't breathe. So anyway, that has taken a toll on my lungs because of having had asthma all of my life. So as a lot of you know, I've been hoarse. It kind of comes and goes. And a lot of times with asthma, it's the normal thing for me. I've had asthma all my life, so I know what works and I know what doesn't work whenever I get sick. So back in November recently, I had an upper and lower respiratory issue. And prior to that, I had a little feeling in the right lower lung lobe, kind of like not really a wheezing, but a crackling kind of feeling. And the doctor didn't hear anything when he checked me. And that's when I had the upper and lower respiratory issue that came on after I had that sensation. So the steroids and the antibiotic cleared all that up. But every now and then I would still have that little, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like a little crackle or a little rattle in my right lung. So, and I'd had a lung x-ray or chest x-ray back in July when I had some issues going on. So they checked my lungs and they were fine. So anyway, I continue to have this sensation in my right lung, and it's almost like a crackle feeling. Like if you popped bubble wrap, it's that same kind of little crackly sensation that I feel when I inhale and exhale. So it's not just like if I'm sick, and I'm not sick. I sound like it, but I'm not. I have just the raspiness and the hoarseness. And anyway, I've been concerned about this sensation that I'm feeling, because I've never had this issue before. I've never had it where I just feel that sensation unless I'm getting sick and am sick, and then it clears up. So anyway, I'm a little concerned about it. So I put a call into my PCP today, and I'm waiting on a call back for an appointment, whether he wants to see me or not, or just start me on maybe a steroid just to reduce the inflammation. So anyway, I just have some concerns about it, and I wanted to talk about it because, first of all, prayers would be great. And you know how it is when your mind goes somewhere and you try not to think about it. So I'm trying not to think of the big C, but it does concern me. And I know that in July my lungs were clear. The chest x-ray was perfectly fine. So I'm thinking there's nothing going on other than, whatever, maybe I just need a little more antibiotics or a little more steroid. So, but there is that little part in the back of my mind that thinks about cancer, possibly. Although there's no history of cancer other than my dad had prostate cancer, and I have a sister with a form of cancer. And anyway, so my concerns are a little heightened right now because of being a nurse, and I know things, and I don't always know everything by any means or any stretch of the imagination, but I do feel like I know enough to where it's a little too much that I know, because I don't want to in my mind think about what could be wrong. But being a nurse, there are some things that I know. I'm not having any of the typical symptoms of lung cancer. I am having hoarseness, but I have asthma, so I've dealt with it, for years and years and years. And I have shortness of breath because I have asthma. So I don't think there's anything to worry about, but this is something that, of course, I'm going to worry about it. And I just thought I'd hop on here and express my concerns and a little bit of frustration. I know I don't need to project or worry, but sometimes the most inopportune times, during those times, things come up. And so I'm frustrated because last year with the insurance that I had zero copay at the doctor office, and I had prescriptions I usually got for free, and it was Ambetter insurance. So their plan changed for me for the new year. So this year, I knew it was too good to be true. So this year, I have a $50 copay at my PCP, and then I have even higher copays at specialists, and medications now are not going to be free like they were last year because of this new plan. So I'm really frustrated about that, and the fact that this has gone on long enough to where now I have to go to the doctor, or maybe have them check me out, or maybe do another chest x-ray. And my insurance now does not cover as well as it did last year. So, things happen when you least expect them to, and at the most inopportune time. So I'm hoping and praying that there's nothing going on, but it is a valid concern, and it is it kind of weighs on my mind a little bit. I did break down today and call the doctor's office, so I'm waiting on a call back so that they can let me know if they want to start me on something to see if that'll clear up, or what they're wanting to do. So anyway, I'm going to try not to worry, and I use a nebulizer to help the inflammation in my lungs. I do have a ton of allergies, and like I said in another video, I live in the Middle Tennessee area, so the pollen and everything, it's all year long. Nashville, Tennessee is like a basin, so it's kind of like this, and all the outskirts of Nashville start to come up out of that basin, but you still have where pollen and different irritants collect kind of in that general area because of the landscape. So anyway, that makes everything difficult for people that have allergies, me included. And I'm sure many of you also might deal with that as well, wherever you're at. So anyway, I just wanted to come on here and just kind of let you know what's going on. I haven't been able to record a video in a few days. I did several videos last week, kind of around a couple of days, and I got those uploaded, but I've been really hoarse until today. So I haven't been able to really speak where it sounded decent on a video. So anyway, I just wanted to pop on here and just let you know what's going on. So just keep me in your thoughts and prayers, and I will update you as soon as I know something. Take care.